This one's a white model 765 from 1965. I think it might be my first gold one. I really like the colors on it. It's in horrible condition. For instance, this is locked up. If you loosen up the clutch, it turns. The motor does turn on. That seems to be all right. This moves. Something inside is locked up though, and I can't get this to do much. The knob will turn, it'll go over so far, and that's it. So I'm gonna take the top off and oil it up, let it sit overnight. Oh yeah, it's rusty. There's a good look inside. I mean, that's bad. Yeah, it's real bad. Okay, I'm gonna get that cleaned up so it works. I hit it with some WD-40, wiped it down a little bit inside, got some of the rust off. I'm just going to run it like that for a while, get things heated up. Okay, it seems loosened up. I'm going to wipe it down, throw some oil in it now. Okay, I wiped it all down with that stuff here, all-purpose cleaner. And just one of these sponges just on the outside. Cleaned the lint out. Just cleaned it up a little bit. And it cleaned up nice. There's just a little scratch here, one little one up here. But overall, I mean, it's 61 years old. Okay, I'm gonna let that oil soak in overnight now. It's been sitting all night. I put the WD-40 and the oil on it, just let it sit. Had a pretty big puddle underneath here this morning. Now if I was gonna make a project, I wouldn't use this machine for at least a week or so and let all that oil drip out, work its way through before I'd put anything good in there. And then I would get some scrap and just throw up some scrap stuff just to make sure all the oil's done dripping out. Like I said, this thing was pretty locked up, so seems to be good now. put a new needle in it, and I had to borrow this little tensioner for the bobbin from another machine. Now that's missing. That one was missing. So I'm going to wind the bobbin and thread this thing up, and we'll see how she does. We're going to come off this post over to this guide right down here to this tensioner and up to our bobbin. Okay, it needs adjusted a little. Okay, so what I did was loosen this screw, move that over a little bit. Like I said, that doesn't go to this machine, so it's kind of hanging off the edge, but we'll see if that works. Okay. And you can see how the left side filling up, the right side isn't. Okay, so that tells us that this could go even more over to the right if I have it pretty much all the way. So if I had to correct one, I wouldn't be doing that. So I will have to keep an eye out for one. Alright, for threading we have two guides on the top. And they're not slotted or anything, so you just have to go through them either that way, or you can come through that way. I believe either would be fine. Okay, next we have our top thread tensioner. So we're going to come around there, grab our spring, and then come up. There's a little hook right inside there. We just want to catch that, and then go up to our take-up arm, and then we're going to come down to this pigtail. Wrap that right around it. Okay, then we have another pigtail down here, if I can keep my hands out of the way. Okay, and then we have one more little pigtail. Oh, come around this way, like that. Okay, then we can go right through the needle now. We'll start off with a straight stitch on number 5. Nice. Now we'll tighten it up. See how tight one is. Okay, that's a nice stitch. Nice fine stitch, nice long stitch. Looks good on the back, looks good on the front. Do a zigzag now. It's a nice zigzag. I tell you what, yesterday this thing looked like the biggest piece of junk sitting in that thrift store. And today it's sewing like amazingly. I can't believe how nice this one turned out. It cleaned up nice and it sews beautifully. You know, this machine was made in Japan. Yeah, I guess they were made in, some could have been made in America, but this has the JA on the bottom. It means it was made in Japan for white. I read also that some people say the ones made in Japan are a little bit smoother, a little smoother operating. I don't know. I can't compare it to an American one because I don't have one. But I can tell you it sews unbelievably nice. And I just wonder how many people at that thrift store, grabbed this wheel, turned it, and thought, I don't want it, it's junk. Or took a look at how dirty it was. Especially the case. I mean, the case is rusty and busted and all the paper's peeling. Even the hinge was broken that the sewing machine pivots on. It did look like a total piece of crap. And I didn't care. I didn't even test it. The guy told me the motor works. I bought 3 yesterday. One's a Montgomery Ward and the other one's a Fleetwood. And they're both in the same rough condition. So we'll get to those soon. Hey, but here we have the white Model 765 from 1965. I tell you what, this is one beautiful machine. So we'll see you next time.